Hello there, Travis here, back with another episode of Doctor Who, Season 4, Episode 7. Let's jump into it.
Smell that air. Grass and lemonade. And a little bit of mint. Just a hint of mint. Must be the 1920s.
Maybe that big vintage car coming up the drive gave it away.
Could have. Very well could have.
Good afternoon, Professor Peach.
Beautiful day.
Professor
Lady Edison requests
Peach.
that you make yourselves comfortable.
I need to check something in the library.
It's supposed to be a party.
A party in the 1920s.
I was right. It's unbelievable. Why didn't they ask? Oh, it's you. What are you doing with that lead pipe?
Oh, it's like Clue? What the fuck? He was killed by a bug?
We'll be late for cocktails.
What do you think, flapper or slapper?
Flapper, you look lovely.
Yes.
Look sharp. Good afternoon.
Sidecar, please.
Lime and soda.
Lady Edison.
Lady Edison.
What are you doing here?
I'm the doctor. And this is Miss Donna Noble.
Topping day. What?
No, don't do that.
We were thrilled to have met at the ambassador's reception.
One must be sure with the unicorn on the loose. The jewel thief snatched Lady Babington's pearls right from under her nose.
Your usual, sir. Thank you, Davenport.
Oh, she's an Edison's.
That was a little bit of a
Edison title
vibe.
that sends through her.
A
Boinkin'.
must.
Nothing to meet you at last, my lady.
Reverend
My son.
Arnold Golay.
How are you? I heard about those ruffians breaking in.
Some of these young boys deserve a decent thrashing. Couldn't agree more, sir.
All the decent men are on the other bus.
What about this special guest you promised us?
A lady who needs no introduction.
Agatha Christie.
What about her?
That's me.
What?
Agatha Christie. I was just talking about you the other day. I'm the doctor. This is Donna. Oh, I love your stuff. What a mind. You fool me every time. Almost every time. Well, once or twice.
What are
Well,
you talking about?
once, but it was a
What
good
are
one.
y'all talking
You make a
about?
rather unusual couple. We're not a couple.
We're not married.
Well, obviously not. No wedding ring.
You don't miss a trick.
The thrill is in the chase, never in the capture.
I'm so glad you could come. I'm one of your greatest followers. Is Mr. Christie not joining us?
He needed. Can't a woman make her own way in the world?
Don't give my wife ideas.
Why a Belgian detective?
Belgians make such lovely bum.
I said, where on earth's Professor Peach? Said he was going to the library.
He got killed by the
Miss
candlestick.
Chandra, go and collect the professor.
On this newspaper,
What about it?
it's the day Agatha Christie disappeared.
Oh, I don't know much about the story of Agatha Christie. She disappeared?
She just discovered her husband was having an affair.
Never think to look at her, smiling away.
She's British and moneyed. That's what they do. They carry on. Except for this one time. No one knows exactly what happened. She just vanished. Car will be found tomorrow morning by the side of a lake. Agatha Christie turned up in a hotel in Harrogate. Said she'd lost her memory. She never spoke about the disappearance. But whatever it was.
It's about to happen.
Cook this. Bashed on the head. Blunt instrument. Watch broke as he fell. Time of death was 4:15.
Bit of pipe. Call me Hercule Poirot, but I reckon that's blunt enough.
Worth killing for that lot. Dry as dust.
The body in the library. Professor Peach in the library with the lead piping.
Someone should call the police.
You don't have to. Chief Inspector Smith from Scotland Yard. Miss Noble is the plucky young girl who helps me out. Mrs. Christie was right. Go into the sitting room. I will question each of you in turn.
Come along. Do us a lovely sense.
The plucky young girl who helps me out.
I'll pluck you in a minute. Why don't we phone the real police?
Now I found this. Morphic residue.
Morphic.
Gets left behind when certain species genetically re-encode.
The murderer's an alien.
Like as an alien in human form.
Think about it. There's a murder, a mystery, and Agatha Christie.
Happens to me all the time.
Isn't that a bit weird? Agatha Christie didn't walk around surrounded by murders. Not really. I'm meeting Charles Dickens and he's surrounded by ghosts at Christmas. Come on. It's not like we could drive across country and find Enid Blyton having tea with Noddy.
You're telling me it's like Murder on the Orient Express. Murder on the Orient Express.
One of your best.
But not yet.
Marvellous idea, though.
Copyright, Donna Noble.
Anyway, Agatha and I will question the suspect. Go to the bedrooms, look for clues. Residue. You'll need this.
Is that for real?
You're ever so plucky.
Lucky.
I'll work with you, gladly, but for the sake of justice, not your own amusement.
Now then,
She said, fuck your amusement.
Where were you at 4:15?
Let me think. I was unpacking in my room.
No alibi then.
You were alone.
With the Lord, one is never truly alone.
And where were you?
Taking a constitutional in the fields behind the house.
No, you were getting it on
taking
with
a
your
stroll,
boyfriend.
That's all.
Alone.
Oh, yes, all alone.
Lies.
Totally alone.
Ah,
Absolutely
told
alone.
ya.
I wandered, lonely as the proverbial cloud. There was no one else with me. Not at all. Not ever.
Where were you?
At 4:15.
Well, I went to the toilet when I arrived. Oh, yes, I remember. I was preparing myself, positively buzzing with excitement about the party and the super fun of meeting Lady Eddie.
We've only got your word for it.
That's your problem, not mine.
And where were you, sir?
I was in my study, reading through some military memoirs. Fascinating stuff. Took me back to my days in the army. Started reminiscing. Terrible war.
Colonel, snap out of it.
I was in my study.
No, right out of it.
Oh, sorry. Got a bit carried away there.
And where were you at 4:15, my lady?
She looks familiar.
I was sitting in the blue room, taking my afternoon tea. I needed to gather strength for the duty of hostess. I then proceeded to the lawn. I met you, Doctor, and I said...
I was there for that bit.
Secret adversary remains hidden. Use the little grey cells.
Good old Poirot.
You missed a big clue.
Bit of paper you nicked out of the fire.
You were looking the other way.
Well, I saw you reflected in the glass of the bookcase. What's that first letter, N or M?
It's an M.
You won't find anything in...
How come it's locked?
Lady Edison commands.
And I command it to be otherwise. Scotland Yard. Pip, pip. Why is it locked in the first place?
Many years ago, when my father was butler to the family, Lady Edison returned from India with malaria. She locked herself in this room for 6 months. Since then, the room has remained undisturbed. There's nothing in here.
How long's it been empty?
40 years.
Why would she seal it off? All right, I need to investigate. You just buttle off.
Buttle off. I love the lingo.
1926, they've still got bees.
Gonna talk about bees
Ooh,
again.
What noise? Oh, busy bee, I'll let you out. I shall find you with my amazing powers of detection. That's impossible. Doctor! It's a giant wasp.
What do you mean a giant wasp?
A wasp? That's giant.
Big ass thing.
Flipping enormous. Look at its sting.
It's gone. Buzzed off.
That's fascinating.
Don't touch it. Let me.
Giant wasp. Tons of amorphous insectivorous life forms. None in this galactic vector.
I
No,
think I
thank
understood
you.
Some of those words. You're completely potty.
I would have shat myself.
Creature this size, got to be able to grow a new one.
Can we return to sanity? There are no such things as giant wasps.
Exactly.
What's it doing here?
A murder? This is hard to continue with your work.
But who'd want to do in the old professor? He was always asking questions about that book of his.
A dead man's folly, nothing more. But perhaps if he asked about... I must go and see my lady.
Jesus.
The poor little child.
Come on! Hey, this makes a change. There's a monster, and we're chasing it.
Oh, you are wonderful. Just stop there.
Fly boy!
Don't let her get away! We'll reverse back to human form! Where are you? Come on! Show yourself!
That's just cheating.
My faithful companion, this is terrible.
But she was on her way to tell you something.
She never found me.
She said the poor little child. Does that mean anything to anyone?
No children in this house for years. Highly unlikely. that
Talking
will
about
be.
him.
Mrs. Christie, you must have twigged
Her son.
something. You've written simply the best detective stories.
The gay.
What would Poirot do?
The secret
Heaven's
gay.
sake, you should be helping us.
I'm nearly a writer.
These events, they're exactly like one of your plots. What I've been saying. Agatha, that's got to mean something.
I've no answers. None. I'm sorry, all of you. I'm truly sorry, but I failed. If anyone can help us, then it's the doctor, not me.
Do you know what I think? Those books of yours, one day they could turn them into films. They could be talking pictures.
Talking pictures? Pictures that talk?
Oh, blimey, I've done it again.
I appreciate you trying to be kind, but you're right. These murders are like my own creations. It's as though someone's mocking me. And I've had enough scorn for one lifetime.
I had this bloke once. I was engaged, and I loved him. I really did. Turns out he was lying through his teeth. But you know what? I moved on. I found the doctor. It's changed my life. There's always someone else.
I see. Is my marriage the stuff of gossip now?
No, I just...
No matter. Stories are true. I found my husband with another woman. A younger, prettier woman. Isn't it always the way?
Mine was with a giant spider, but...
You and the doctor talk such wonderful nonsense.
People love your books. They're going to be reading them for years.
Try as I might, it's hardly great literature. I'm afraid my books will be forgotten. Like
It's interesting how, like,
ephemera. Hello, what's
current
that?
times that they're
Those
in
flower beds were perfectly neat earlier.
were not popular or whatever.
There you go.
And then it gains
Who'd ever
popularity
notice
in the future, you know?
You're brilliant.
Oh, someone came here tooled up. The sort of stuff a thief would use.
The unicorn. He's here.
Sometimes it takes time.
Your drinks, ladies.
Very good, Greaves.
How about the science stuff? What did you find?
Vespiform sting. Got hives in the Silfrax galaxy.
You talk like Edward Lear.
This one's behaving like a character in one of your books.
What would Miss Marple do? She'd have overheard something vital because the murderer thinks she's just a harmless old lady.
Clever idea. Miss Marple. Who writes those?
Copyright Donna Noble, add it to the list. Okay, we could split the copyright.
No, something's inhibiting my enzymes.
Huh?
I'm poisoned.
What do we do? It's almonds. It's cyanide. Sparkling cyanide.
Inhibiting your enzymes.
Ginger beer. Need ginger beer.
There's no cure.
Not for me. Protein. I need protein.
Walnuts.
Brilliant.
I can't understand you. How many words? What? Shake. Milk. Shake. No, not milk. Tell Shaker. What do you want? A Harvey Wallbanger.
Harvey Wallbanger.
I don't know.
How is Harvey Wallbanger? One word.
What do you need?
Salt. I was miming salty. Salt. I need something salty. What is it?
Salt.
That's too salty.
What about this? What's that? Anchovies. It's a song. Mammy. I don't know. Camp Town races. Towering Inferno.
Look, shock. I need a shock.
Big shock.
Kissing with anchovy breath. Ew.
Detox. I must do that more often.
I mean, they're detox.
That was ridiculous.
You are impossible. Who are you?
The doctor.
A terrible day for all of us. The professor struck down. Miss Chandrakala cruelly taken from us. And yet we still take dinner.
We are British, Doctor. What else must we do?
Then someone tried to poison me. And one of you had the chance to put cyanide in my drink. But it rather gave me an idea. Poison. Drink up. I've laced the soup with pepper. I thought it was jolly spicy. But the active ingredient of pepper is piperine, traditionally used as an insecticide. Anyone got the shivers?
Can't be. Show yourself, demon.
Nobody move! Stay where you are! Out! Not you, Agatha. You've got a long, long life to lead yet.
We know the butler didn't do it.
Then who did?
Damn it.
My jewelry. Faster. It's gone. Stolen.
Roger.
My child!
That sucks.
That poor footman. Roger's dead and he can't even mourn him. 1926, it's more like the Dark Ages.
Did you inquire after the necklace?
Lady Edison brought it back from India.
This thing can sting, it can fly. Why is it playing this game?
Every murder is essentially the same because somebody wants something.
What does a vespiform want?
Doctor, stop it. Murder is as human as you or I.
You're right. I've been so caught up with giant wasps, I've forgotten you're the expert.
I'm just a purveyor of nonsense.
Plenty of people write detective stories, but yours are the best. Why are you so good? Because you understand.
She's like, what the hell are you talking about?
You thought you've had your heart broken. You know about people. Their passions, their hope and despair and anger can turn the most ordinary person into a killer. Just think, Agatha, if anyone can solve this, it's you. I've called you here on this endless night because we have a murderer in our midst. And when it comes to detection, I give you Agatha Christie.
This is a crooked house. A house of secrets. To understand the solution, we must examine them all. Starting with you, Miss Redmond. But I'm innocent. You've never met these people. And these people had never met you. The real Robina Redmond never left London. You're impersonating her. What proof do you have? You said you'd been to the toilet.
Oh, I know this. If she was really posh, she'd say Lou.
Earlier today, Miss Noble and I found this on the lawn. You must have heard that Miss Noble was searching the bedroom, so you panicked, disposed of the evidence.
I've never seen that thing before in my life.
What's inside it?
The tools of your trade, Miss Redmond. Or should I say, the unicorn. You came to this house with one sole intention. To steal the Firestone.
Oh, all right, then. Yes, I'm the bleeding unicorn. Ever so nice to meet you, I don't think. I took my chance in the dark and nabbed it. Go on, then, you knobs. Arrest me.
The knobs.
Sling me in jail.
She the murderer?
Don't be so thick. I might be a thief, but I ain't no killer.
There are darker motives at work. I come to you, Colonel.
Damn it, woman. You with your perspicacity.
Perspicacity? What the fuck does that mean?
But why?
Perspicacity?
How else could I be certain of keeping you by my side? You're still a beautiful
I need a
woman,
dictionary.
Clemency. Sooner or later, some chap will turn your head. I couldn't bear that.
Oh.
Staying in the chair was the only way I could be certain of keeping you.
Little fake ass.
Confounded. How did you discover the truth?
Actually, I had no idea. I was going to say you're completely innocent.
Ah.
Sorry.
Well, shall I sit down then?
So he's not the murderer?
Indeed not. To find the truth, let's return to this. Far more than the unicorn's object of desire, the Firestone has quite a history.
That's kinda
Lady
ugly.
Edison, you brought it back from India, did you not? Before you met the Colonel. You came home with malaria and confined yourself to this house for 6 months, in a room that has been kept locked ever since. I'm so sorry, but you had fallen pregnant in India. Unmarried and ashamed, you hurried back to England with your confidant, Miss Chandrakala.
Clemency, is this true?
My poor baby. I had to give him away. The shame.
But you never said a word.
Imagine the scandal. Family name. I'm British.
And it was no ordinary pregnancy.
How can you know that?
But when you heard that buzzing sound in the dining room, you said it can't be. Why did you say that?
Never believe it.
You gave
Doctor
birth
has
to the
opened my
bee?
mind
To
to
the
believe
wasp?
Many things.
It was 40 years ago. I was alone, and that's when I saw it. A dazzling light in the sky. The next day he came to the house. Christopher, the most handsome man I'd ever seen. Our love blazed. I held nothing back. And in return, he showed me the incredible truth about himself. He'd made himself human to learn about us.
Pretty good looking.
I loved him so much it didn't matter. But he was stolen from me. The river Jumna rose up and broke its banks. He was taken at the flood. But Christopher left me a parting gift, a jewel like no other. I wore it always, part of me never forgot. I kept it close, always.
Just like a man. Flashes his family jewels and you end up with a bun in the oven.
Poor little child. 40 years ago, Miss Chandrakala took that newborn babe to an orphanage. Professor Peach worked it out.
Oh, that's maiden name. So she killed him.
I did not.
Miss Chandrakala feared that the professor had unearthed your secret. She was coming to warn you. Lady Edison is innocent. Because at this point, Doctor.
At this point, then we have to consider it was you, Donna Noble.
What? Who did I kill?
But you said it all along. Vital clue. This whole thing is being acted out like a murder mystery. Which means it was you, Agatha Christie.
I beg your pardon.
So she killed them.
No, she wrote those brilliant, clever books. Who's her greatest admirer? The moving finger points at you, Lady Edison.
So she did kill them.
No, but just think. Last Thursday night.
No.
I was in the library. I was reading my favorite Agatha Christie. How is that relevant?
What else happened on Thursday night?
I'm sorry.
You said on the lawn this afternoon. Last Thursday night, those boys broke into your church.
That's correct. They did.
I discovered the two of them, thieves in the night. I was most perturbed.
I apprehended them.
Really? A man of God against two strong lads, a man in his 40s. Or, should I say, 40 years old, exactly.
Oh, my God.
Lady Edison, your child, how old would he be now?
He's 40.
Your child has come home.
Poppycock.
Oh?
Poppycock.
You said you were taught by the Christian fathers, raised in an orphanage.
My son. Can it be?
Found those thieves, Reverend, and
Yep.
you got angry. Proper
He about to
deep
turn
anger for
into-
the first time
he
in
about
your
to turn
life.
into
It
the
broke
Wasp.
genetic lock. You changed.
Put those things back where you found them.
You realized your inheritance after all these years.
Well, that's
You knew who you
terrifying.
were. This isn't just a jewel. It's a vespiform telepathic recorder. It's part of you, your very essence. When you activated, so did the Firestone. It beamed your full identity directly into your mind. At the same time, it absorbed the works of Agatha Christie. It all became part of you. The mechanics of those novels. You killed in this pattern because that's what you think the world is. So we are in the middle of a murder mystery. One of yours, Dame Agatha.
Dave.
Sorry, not yet.
So he killed them. Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Well, this has certainly been a most entertaining evening. Can't believe any of this. Lady Edison.
Lady who?
Lady Edison.
Little bit of buzzing there, Vicar.
Don't make me angry.
What happens then?
You human, worshipping your tribal skies. And so much more.
The universe exploded in my mind.
Mine. And you, Agatha Christie. What's to stop me killing you? What's to stop me killing you all? Keep away.
No.
No! No more murder! My imagination will find a way to stop you.
Now it's chasing us!
What are you doing? If I started this, Doctor, then I must stop it! Come on!
I don't know about this Wasp, bruh.
It's all my fault, it's all my fault.
You said this is the night Agatha Christie loses her memory.
For all we know, this is the night Agatha Christie loses her life.
But where's she going?
She's heading for the lake. What's she doing?
Here I am, honey in the trap. Come to me, vespiform.
Its mind is based on her thought process, and
This creature might
Bees in
die
the
with
trap.
me.
Bees in the
Don't
trap.
hurt her.
You've got the wrong template in your mind.
It's not listening.
Bye-bye.
How'd you kill a wasp? Drown it, just like his father.
Oh no, that thing couldn't help itself.
Neither could I.
Death comes as the end, and justice is served.
Murder at the Vicar's Rage.
Needs a bit of work.
Just one mystery left, Doctor. Who exactly are you?
Oh, it's a firestone! It's dying and it's connected to Agatha! They let her go. Right at the end, the vespiform chose to save someone's life.
Is she all right, though?
Oh, of course, the amnesia. Wiped her mind of everything that happened. The Wasp, the murders.
She'll forget about us.
Yeah, but we've solved another riddle.
The mystery of Agatha Christie. And tomorrow morning, her car gets found by the side of a lake. 2 days later, she turns up in a hotel in Harrogate with no idea of what just happened. No one will ever know.
Lady Edison, all the staff.
Interesting.
Shameful story. I'd never talk of it. Too British. While the unicorn does a bunk back to London town, she can never even say she was there.
What happens to Agatha?
Great life. Met another man, married again, saw the world, and wrote.
She never thought her books were any good, though. She must have spent all those years wondering.
Thing is, I don't think she ever quite forgot. Some of the details kept bleeding through. All the stuff her imagination could use. Like Miss Mop.
I should have made her sign a contract.
Where is it? Hold on. Here we go. C. It's C for Cyberman, C for Carrionites, and Christie, Agatha. Look at that.
She did remember.
Somewhere in the back of her mind, it all lingered.
Is that a real book
That's
from
not
her?
all. Look at the copyright page.
Facsimile edition. Published in the year 5 billion.
People never stop reading them. She is the best-selling novelist of all time.
But she never knew.
Well, no one knows how they're going to be remembered. All we can do is hope for the best. Maybe that's what kept her writing.
Crazy.
Same thing keeps me travelling. Onwards.
Onwards.
Onwards. That was interesting. I dig. There were some aspects that I really liked about that episode. I love Donna, bro. Like, Donna is so funny. I love her. I love their chemistry. Donna, I love her. I liked the aspect of Agatha Christie. I like when there's these like historical figures and they play into like what happened with them and like that little spin on it, that they were involved with her disappearance and all that kind of stuff. I dig that. The Wasp thing is a little sus, that part of the story. I don't know. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. It was like crazy to like watch, but I don't know if I would go back and watch that one again necessarily, you know, but I just love this show. I can't wait to see what they come up with next. Let me know what y'all thought about this one, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.